Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
And as this player begins their final hole, they're 2 shots off the lead. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Our wind's just going to knock the ball down. It's straight at the back.
Going with the hybrid. Oh, I love the look of that. Couple back, Rich, and had the courage to get after it.
That was very aggressive and very impressive. I got to say, looking to make the 2 and tie the lead.
Oh, so close.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
A touch of class, if you don't mind. A great way to close out the day with a little chip in.
Ah, nicely done. Great chip.
That's a shame. They came oh so close to what would have been an incredible comeback victory.
The stories that we could have told if they completed the victory would be endless. Unfortunately, not getting it done, but still, what a performance on this final round.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beem in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Rich, how do you see this one playing out?
Look, in their last matchup, it was Morikawa who came out on top, so let's see how they do today.
Well, that's very few occasions where he does get beaten, and if it's anywhere, it's going to be on the green. So let's see if this player rolls their potato better than most.
Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. Well struck. And take us through the approach shot. It's not easy to run the ball onto the green.
It's not. Your approach shot has to come in high and soft with a lot of spin, as there's just not much depth to this green. Not much movement either, fairly flat, although there is a ridge that bisects this green in two. You want to make sure that you're on the correct side of that ridge to have a good opportunity to make the putt.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Wonderful shot.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Currently 1 under for the round. The second hole is a long par 3, old typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Now that looked pretty good the whole way.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know. This is on a stupendous line.
A par putt awaits.
In she goes. Let's head to the next.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
That was clinical. Beautifully played.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number 1. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
Playing from around 110 yards out. Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
And coming up well short.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. Oh, what a wonderful bunker shot. Let's get back to it, shall we? Getting ready to play their third. Oh, I thought that one was going in.
A par putt on the table.
Currently 1 under for the day. The first of the par fives, Rich, the 4th hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Good shot there, Beamer. Rich, I love being back at Bay Hill every time because you get to honour the absolute legend of our game, the King, Arnold Palmer. There's just an air of something extra special this week, isn't there?
When you step on the property here at Bay Hill, you know you're in the presence of something special. Arnold Palmer's legacy was really built here, wasn't it? Granted, he absolutely brought everything he had to the PGA Tour, but when you come to Bay Hill and you have all the monuments, especially the statue right there to the right behind number 1 and number 10 tee boxes, you just get a chill down your spine like, man, this is some kind of awesome place. I cannot wait to tee it up here. And saying that, Mr. Palmer did not leave a golf course. That's very easy for these players. But listen, they come back here every year knowing that they need and they want to honor the gentleman who helped form the legacy of the PGA Tour, and that's why they're out here playing for all the money.
Wow, that's an incredible drive.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Ow! Well, you've just got to look with admiration. That shot took some serious skill. Second shot here on the 5th. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Let's move one step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of 4th. A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies. Step aside, gents. This man's marching into the top 5. Just one off the lead after that hole. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th, Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line.
This shot from around 210 yards.
Currently a shot off the lead.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Outstanding shot, high quality.
And this putt to move into first place.
He's made it for eagle. Well, what a way to make a move to the top of the leaderboard. Leading by a shot after that hole. Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here at the 7th.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
I don't mind the look of this. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one.
Putting for a par here.
Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 145 yards. Over 300 yards from the tee as well.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
They've decided to club up. I think he's got playing partner Colin Morikawa looking a little nervous after that shot.
Let's take a look at Colin Morikawa.
Ooh, that almost went down. Not afraid to go deep. This putt's for 6 under par.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
It's tracking. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And that will move him to 6 under par. And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front nine, the ninth, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in two. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front nine, and one they have to find the fairway with.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
Going with the 6-iron here.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, good effort, that one, out of the bunker. And here we are with the third shot.
He's currently tied for the lead.
How close was that to going down? It's just about 3 feet away. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. So, Rich, 9 holes in the books. What do you make of the performance so far in this rivalry?
Well, they are doing better than their rivals, so that's good news, but there still is lots of golf to play. Should provide us for an entertaining week, that's for sure.
Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. Second shot here at the 10th. Needs this to kick a bit left.
And he's safely on the green.
Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt.
And that's a long-range bomb. And rest assured their rival will be looking over their shoulder.
And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 third, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
And he's hit that inside the range. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
That is a delightful bunker shot, Beamer.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Ouch, that hurts. No, that's too bad. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And down it goes. Still in the lead now after that hole. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer is really starting to mimic front and back nines.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
That's nicely done. Second shot here on the 12th. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
If that's the right pace, this should drop.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field.
Why not take another look at that effort?
What an amazing putt from way out.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Wow, what a save.
Well, when your rival plays golf every single second of the day and eats birdies for breakfast, lunch and dinner, this is what you get.
Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side, open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
Lovely effort that. Time for the second shot here at the 13th. Well, that was a strange one. Didn't see that happening. That's tidy. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
If it's up, it could be in. Fair effort that. Good birdie. managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. And another of the uphill par threes, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
That is absolutely brilliant.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And now that finds him in first place. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4 here, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4. That's really not what they were looking for.
Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the first cut.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
This one is all over it.
Well, they've certainly got the swing and the groove.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Oh, almost went in. Okay, time to return to the action. Trying to move to 12 under par with this putt.
Surely it's going to.
Well played. Now 5 shots up after that hole. Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hills Club and Lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
From around 180 yards out. Opting for the 6-iron. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And there it goes from the sand. Let's catch up with the current proceedings.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find, as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Putting for birdie here.
Surely it's going to.
Just need to pull the putter back a little bit further, I think.
Wow, shocking to say the least. How do you miss that?
An opportunity to make their par. Currently in first position. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right, or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
Plenty of daunting approach shots on this golf course, Rich, but this one at the last is as tough as it gets.
It is, Luke. When the pin is up front, there's just not a lot of room for these players to work with, both left or right. When the pin is in the back part of the green, you do have a little bit more room, but you have to favor long and left. We've seen too many golf balls come up short in the penalty area too many times over the years.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Just a 4-footer remaining. And that will do it for this player today. And there you have it, folks. At the end of the opening round, they find themselves in top spot. Not bad, eh, Rich?
Oh, it's been sparkling, hasn't it? It's been a pleasure to watch. It's got to be a little strange, though, having such a massive lead, because there's only one way to go, and that's down. Let's see how they handle the pressure on the final round.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Luke Elvey here with Rich Beam in the booth, and Rich, it's the final round in this one. What's our next player dealing with as they start their round?
Should be a lot of nerves. They got the lead. They've been sleeping on it overnight. That is never an easy thing to do. Almost an uncomfortable situation at times, but they are playing well, so they have that confidence going into the final round. But this is going to be a tough afternoon ahead.
Today's promising to be an exciting one. So let's get straight into the action. And let's see what he can do here today. Attaboy, good shot. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Opting for the 9-iron. This one looks to be slightly offline here. Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
Whew. Wow, that's right out of the Gary Player highlight reel. Big par saver coming up for this fella. Starting the round at even par.
That's a rock solid par right there.
He sits in first position.
There's always a sense of excitement striding onto the tee of a par 3 hole. Unable to find the green on this one.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
This would be a great up and down.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet. This for par. What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Colin Morikawa setting up his shot.
Oh, that's incredible. He sold it.
What an outstanding bunker shot. What a play. Great shot. Nicely done.
Teeing off here at the third hole.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
Around 110 yards to go.
Went straight down.
They've chosen to club down on this one.
That's some good golf right there. 16 feet to the hole. Get excited. This could go in. Ooh. And that should secure the par on this one. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Teeing off here at the fourth.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Great shot. Looks like this one's going to the beach. Getting ready to play their third. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Playing their fourth shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
These are on rails, looking good.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Now 4 shots up after that hole. Teeing off here at the fifth.
That's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
They'll have to channel their inner Severiano Ballesteros here. This needs good hands.
And here we are with the third shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Just 3 feet to the cup.
Nice little par putt here.
Currently 14 under for the event. Here we are at the 6th hole.
Already in control of this tournament, looking to extend that lead on this short hole.
Not bad. Playing from around 240 yards.
They need to flight this one down into the wind.
Opting for the 3-wood. Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game, a bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
Hey, nice looking line. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. And coming off the eagle, feeling quite proud of themselves. A big chance here at the next.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
That's tracking. Oh, that's a ripper. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. We have a par 4 on this one.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber is pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Oh, well done.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Has to put this one downhill. Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly. Now 7 strokes up after that hole. Teeing off now on the 9th hole. This one should find the rough. Setting up in the first cut. Going with the 5-iron here.
4 right.
That's disappointing.
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
It's looking solid.
There it is.
Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Could be some trying times indeed. Tough holes lay ahead, but yes, you're in the position that you want to be, ahead of the pack.
Always love a new beginning. Here we are at the opening hole of the back 9, the 10th.
Players have looked at this hole differently over the years. It used to be just a layup shy of that bunker down the right-hand side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more players take out driver and take it over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly elevated.
Bit disappointing, that one. Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut. This is not sitting nicely.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. Putting for birdie. Get in the hole. Ooh, right by the hole. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
Yeah, you'll take that.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Pegging it up on the 11th hole here.
That is right down the sprinkler line.
And he's down there.
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
This one looks just a fraction too long to me. A look here to get to 18 under the card with this putt.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Big chance here.
Oh, what an excellent time to make a big putt like that. And you bet their rival knows just what happened.
Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
What a drive, look at that.
Time for the second shot at the 12th. Going with the hybrid. Looks like this one's bunker bound. Getting ready to play their third. Oh, a sigh of relief. Happy to be putting again. Lining up the birdie putt here. Good stroke. Wow, that's classy. Good save from there.
And that'll put a little pep in your step, up and down from the bunker, in for the birdie. Good job.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Teeing off here on the 13th hole. Oh, well played. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Yeah, this breeze just starting to get up now on the course, and it's directly into the face.
A tad wayward, but still on the surface.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Par putt coming up here.
The putt drops, and we're moving on.
Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 14th.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Yeah, nicely played. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 30 feet from the cup.
Come on, ball, don't deny him.
But that's a good putt to hole any day of the week.
Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
That's not the one he wanted. And from the bunker here. I might need to get a lesson of you. That was well played. Oh, what a super shot.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
Still in the lead now after that hole.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. Not a bad line, this one. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Oh, really leaned on that tee shot. That went forever.
Rich, good chance to get at this green in 2.
Yes, this player's found the fairway, and now they've got the opportunity to knock this on in 2. Be wary of coming up short and left, obviously in the water, but don't be anxious to miss it out to the right, especially in that bunker that's over in the middle of the green on the right-hand side. That really can wreak havoc with the players. try and find the green at all costs with this second shot.
Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole.
And now that finds him in first place. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Let's see what happens here at the 17th.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
Go to your home ball. Go to your home. Well, that was a beauty. That had eyes to the whole way. And it's time to recap that play.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Leading by a phenomenal 12 strokes after that one. This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them.
Well, what a lovely position to be in. Holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck.
Wow, I didn't even know they had this power. Great drive.
Well, that's right out of the top drawer. A great shot from our leader.
Simply amazing power on that tee shot.
Playing from 110 yards out.
Wind is going straight at his back.
Oh, what a shot by our leader. And this putt for the tournament.
Looking great now.
Oh, size them up for the red cardigan that Arnold Palmer made famous. You are the Arnold Palmer Invitational Champion. Congratulations.
And what a week it was. A fantastic victory. Sensational victory on arguably one of the tour's hardest golf courses. Way to go. Great win.
And Rich, that seemed like a leisurely waltz to victory, didn't it?
Didn't break a sweat on the way to victory lane. I gotta say, I love it. It was so easy and smooth. It was a work of art.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, really looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with their playing partner this week.
Yeah, so this week their goal is to beat Jon Rahm. Henny, that is by no means an easy feat.
No, if Jon Rahm is fired up, sparks could fly, you want to be out of the way, and he's just going to go straight through like a Spanish bull.
Yes, he's fire and brimstone, isn't he, Jon Rahm? All the Americans couldn't beat him in a Ryder Cup. This player, well, it's an ambitious rivalry to say the least.
Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. That's not the shot he was hoping for.
That's a heavy lie this player has drawn.
Opting for the 5-iron.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good. I think that ugly lie really affected them on that shot. Not a surprising result, really.
Didn't that look good for a long time?
That's a well-played chip shot there.
Judging it beautifully.
Lexi Thompson currently sitting in the lead as we check the rest of the standings.
The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Playing this shot from around 220 yards here. Going with the 5-wood.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Yeah, that one will play.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
Was that a rush of blood? 6 feet remaining to the cup.
That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's catch up with Jon Rahm.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. That's a great play at a great time because they've not only moved up the leaderboard, they've now moved one shot in front of their rival.
Currently a couple under for the event. Well, the fourth is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This fourth can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Second shot here on the 4th. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
Come on, don't be shy.
Just a short putt remaining here. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt.
Looking really good.
Oh, you like me and thought that had a chance? So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Well, that's a handy shot. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
And from around 135 yards,
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Oh, wonderful shot. And a chance for birdie at the 5th.
A spot amongst the leaders here awaits if they can make this. Move inside the top 20.
this is looking solid, what they wanted.
Wow, that's misjudged. And this one is for his par. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. Currently 2 under for the event. The tee shot at the par 4 6th has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
Little birdie look in here. This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
And down it goes. And with that, we'll move to 3 under par.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Ah, yes.
Really had that shot dialed in. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
You like that, didn't you? A few shots under par at the moment. Just outside the top 10 on the leaderboard. Oh, absolutely flushed.
A spot in the top 10 awaits if they can make this putt.
go. You know you want to.
That was a gallant attempt. Putting for par. He's currently tied for 15th. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flag stick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Okay, let's get back to the action. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. He's currently tied for 11th.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
That was wonderfully done. Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
This one has eyes for the hole. Oh, birdie with big wings. Great putt. And that will take him to 6 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. As you make the turn here at TPC Sawgrass, the 10th hole is a clever one.
Pretty basic par 4, just 424 yards from the back tee. Players take out a hybrid or a 3-wood, hit it out to the right-hand side, which will leave a short 2nd shot. However, lots of undulations on this green, so make sure your 2nd shot is the correct distance.
Wonderfully played. From around 140 yards here.
Just 1 shot back now.
Chosen the pitching wedge here.
That could play.
That was a beauty.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. That's almost a gimme. Great chip.
Great touch.
A share of top spot on the leaderboard awaits if they can make this putt.
It was on a good line. And this putt coming up for his par. Currently 6 under for the event. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the 2nd shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the 2nd shot on this hole.
Well, You're a ball striker, there's no doubt about that.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home and two.
John Rahm getting ready for his next shot.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Chance to move to 8 under here.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Oh, well played. And that will take him to 8 under.
As we look at the leaderboard, this player sits in second place behind Colin Morikawa.
Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day.
Checking the standings now, and they're currently tied for first with multiple major champion Colin Morikawa.
John Rahm watched that one all the way. Great approach shot. This player is definitely upping the pressure in this rivalry.
Like the look of this one.
Let's go to John Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it.
I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14th.
Difficult tee shot on this, playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot, but if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
Going with the 6-iron here. This one might need to set.
That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
This one's tracking.
And that will drop in for birdie.
And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, with Brooke Henderson following in second.
The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Second shot here on the 15th. Going with the pitching wedge here. Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. Here's a chance to get to 12 under. This is a good chance.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Here's Jon Rahm. Quality shot, that one. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5, Rich, the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left. Start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
That's frustrating. Just a simple tap in for birdie. It's Brooke Henderson coming off a birdie on her last hole, and that will take her to 2 shots off the lead.
And the lead is shrinking out there, Luke, getting close.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. A wonderful shot here at the 17th and a chance for birdie.
Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
This one is right down the pipe.
That was a beauty, right against the hole.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead.
And a quick glimpse at the leaderboard now, and this player holds the lead, with Brooke Henderson trailing in second place.
Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green, somehow also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Should find the green.
Wonderful shot into the 18th and a chance for birdie.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
And another round safely in the books. And that there is the completion of a very nice day's work. Has the lead, Rich.
They're ahead of a host of players going into this final round. I'm hoping that this player gets a good night's sleep because this is going to be a pressure-packed final day.
On behalf of Rich Beem and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, this next golfer starts their round. What do you think about their chances?
Never easy going to bed with the lead, and they're out here today. It's probably weighing on them a little bit. I got to say, though, this player has been playing well. That's why they have the lead. So they have to be excited, and they have to like their chances going into this final round.
Can't wait to find out what happens here. Oh, that was pure. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 25 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for birdie here.
Come on, ball. Come on.
Well, it's a bit disappointing.
Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Nothing wrong with an opening part, just easing their way into this round.
Currently in first position. Here we are at the second tee.
Drive it out to the right-hand side to give yourself a good look at reaching this green in two.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff.
Opting for the 5-wood. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. Yeah, this is the stuff we love. Getting after this par 5 in 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Well, that's an early statement right there.
Game face on early here, Luke.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Here we are at the third.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Ooh, that almost went down. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And that putt will drop. Well done. He sits in first position. Let's see what happens here on the 4th.
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed. Nicely done.
And he's safely on the green with that shot. 15 feet to the cup. Appears to have overcooked this one. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Yeah, nicely holed.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Par 4, 471 yards from the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
All right, he's going with a little extra club, gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
He's found the surface. Good chance here.
Now this putt to get to 18 under par.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Now 6 shots in front after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
That's just inside the range. Now, long-range putt coming up here to be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, so close. That's disappointing.
Putting for a par now. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Colin Morikawa in second.
Time to face a par 4.
Difficult par 4, 451 yards, water and sand all the way down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right, find the green with your second, and sprint to the next hole, making 4. What a gargantuan tee shot.
Well, let's see how this shot goes from the fairway bunker. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Just didn't drop. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
This is what they have left for par here.
It's half a chance of being holed, this one. And the putt will go. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
In the bunker with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
And an opportunity awaits as they step onto this tee of the par 3.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
From the sand, are they able to get up and down?
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Just 10 feet to the cup here.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
Oh, that's good grit there.
Good par save there from the greenside bunker. Job well done.
And with that hole behind them, they currently lead ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second.
Here we go. We're beginning the 9th hole now. Well played, mate. Rich is one of the rare players to ever tame the Tiger in a major championship. How did you manage to do it?
Taming him, that's a big stretch there. You know, I did it because I never had to play with him. I was fortunate enough to not be paired with him the 3rd round, nor in the final round when I was paired with Justin Leonard. And going back to the comments about the roars, you know, not knowing that was him making those birdies. You assumed it was, you couldn't deny that it was, but not knowing, it was a lot easier to say, well, that was Fred Funk, who he was playing with in the final round, who was having such a great week as it was. It was easier to deflect that a little bit. I think if I would have played alongside him, I think things might have been a little bit differently, because he does bring a different energy, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable. But when you start hearing those roars going up and you're playing with them, well, you know exactly what's going on. But when you're not playing with him, I was able to kind of deflect what he was actually doing, and I was fortunate.
Okay, steady now. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400 plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. capture it. Lovely shot. Teeing off now on the 10th hole.
Pretty good shot there.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Nicely done.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Go on, get in the hole.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
I like it. 2 in a row.
And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second.
Oh, exciting times on the tee of a par 5.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful. Oh, that was pummeled into submission.
Rich, considering everything that's been said about the great Tiger Woods throughout his entire career, it almost seems superfluous to add anything more to it. But what that man has meant to the game, and again, to people like yourself who have gone on to win major championships as well.
Yeah, I would think what Tiger has brought to the game is just he changed the perception of the game as it being kind of an old man sport, and all of a sudden he's out there winning and fist pumping and getting the crowds fired up and everybody into the game. It just kind of changed the entire complexion of it. No longer do you have these old guys that are dressed poorly with big beer bellies, and all of a sudden, you know, you got guys that are young and wearing these tight-fitting clothes, going into the gym and treating it more like a business instead of just a sport. He really changed the entire dynamic of the game, the landscape of what it takes to become a great player. And you know, everybody else was just kind of sitting there and all going, well, how does he do this? Well, it's almost like he had a plan, a master plan to go out there and listen, I'm going to dominate by being physically better, mentally better, and I'm just going to steamroll these guys. And when he first started doing that, everybody's kind of looking back going, okay, he's taking this seriously. Maybe I need to start taking it seriously too, right? So it's just one of those things that came along that nobody knew what to really expect of him. But he told us right away, listen, I expect to win every single week out there, and sure enough, that's what he did.
Looks good off the blade.
Well, how good's that for the eagle?
And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in second place. Here we have it, trying to feed off the eagle and build on that momentum here.
Par 4 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Second shot here on the 12th. Good mid-range putt, this one. An 18-footer.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Ouch, that hurts.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
So, still currently in the lead after that hole, but Tiger Woods is lurking in second place. Let's see what happens here at the 13th.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Opting for the 6 iron. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
Oh, just missed.
A par putt awaits. That will work. And with that hole behind them, they currently lead ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second.
2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
20 feet to the hole.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
starting to look really good.
He's making this look easy, keeps surging ahead. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. And after a birdie at the last, he'll take the honour on the hole.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final three.
Rich, obviously, and we've joked about it a fair bit in this game, that you've been one of the rare players to take Tiger Woods down in his prime. But what was it like to play in the Tiger era, and just how dominant he was?
It was simply amazing. You knew that each and every week that he showed up to a tournament, you better have your game ready to go, because you assumed that he was going to be firing at all cylinders. Because even when he wasn't, his game was still good enough to beat most everybody in those fields. You wanted him there because you always want to test yourself against the best. However, if you weren't playing very well, you're kind of fearful teeing it up, because you just knew that your best at that moment in time wasn't nearly going to be good enough to beat Tiger, no matter what he brought to the table. He made each and every player look at their game in a different way and try and dissect it in order to weed out anything that didn't really need to be worked on, and got them more specific in the areas that they weren't good at, their deficient areas, whether it's the short game, the driver, the iron play, whatever it is. But Tiger really made you take a long, hard look at your game and figure out where it's at, because you knew that you had to be at your best to beat him.
Nicely done. Rich, fortune favours the brave at TPC Sawgrass, but no more than here at the 16th.
You better be confident in what your abilities are, because if you get it wrong, you'll find out in a hurry with this second shot here at 16. You miss it right, you're in the drink. You miss it left, you're going to be in some mounds. You can catch a nasty lie, and that's not any place you want to be. It really is a difficult shot from over on the left-hand side. One of the most underrated, difficult shots on this golf course. However, you're brave, find the center of the green, make eagle. Well, life's good.
Looking really good. Well, that'll help you move up the leaderboard. And it's worth taking another look at that one.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Leading by 4 strokes after that one.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Here we are in front of a par 3.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
That was a gallant attempt.
And that should secure the par on this one. And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. And a chance to ice the tournament here, holding the lead, playing the last.
Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
What's a strange miss there, Luke? They've been hitting the greens all day long.
Beauty of a chip shot there.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
And that'll do it, Rich. Players Champion. That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players' Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Yes, Luke, no one could catch this player, let alone their rival.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
you.